Hey guys, and welcome to the introduction of Roblox Studio. First of all, I'll split this video up in 4 parts. The intro, which you have already watched. Here's the main part of how to install it. Then the part after this is going to be some main functions, and then the last part is going to be the outro. Let's get started. So first of all, to install Roblox Studio, open your Google Chrome browser. Then go to create.roblox.com. And then press Open Studio. We'll be checking for Roblox Studio. Press cancel, and then there's an option to download Studio. Or you can go to roblox.com, then press on create, and it'll lead you to the same place. If you're doing this on a normal Roblox on the normal Roblox site in the app, to open it, go on to your Roblox app. By the way, this only works for computers running on Windows or iOS. This will not work for Android and other devices like tablets. You can press on the Roblox Studio icon, or you can go here and then press on create. Okay, so here's the main function of Roblox Studio. If you want, you can press on Start Tour, which will just lead you to a little tour. But here I'm going to introduce all of these files. The new section is for any new games that you want to play. So themes, you can put gameplay or all templates. I usually recommend the base plate and the flat terrain. Base plate, you can remake it into a flat terrain, but this flat terrain has grass, so if you put any floors on Roblox Studio, the grass will go through the floors. Next up is My Games. So My Games, so it's all the games that you made and are saved on your profile. And then there are group games, and then games that are shared with you. And then there's the recent games. These are all games that have been recently made by you. Then there's archives, which you have to go on to My Games, then cancel. Then you press on archive. Then it will appear right here if you do not want to see it there. Okay. Let's start off with a base plate to introduce you to the main features on the Explorer. What is an Explorer? The Explorer contains any items that you have in your game, any scripts that you have in your game, any UI you have in your game, any settings in your game, any sound in your game, any teams in your game, any tools in your game, and then any scripts for characters, and then some chat service scripts. So, we start off with Workspace. Workspace contains anything that you have in the game. For example, the base plate. This is the base plate. It's practically just a part with a mesh with a texture right on it, and that. Okay, then we have the spawn location, which will come anytime that you spawn a map. This is where the player will spawn. If I press play, it will teleport me into the game, and this is for testing usually. And you spawn on the base plate. If I there are different ways to play. You can press play here, which will teleport you on the map. You can press run just to see how the scripts are going, or you can full on play it. Okay, the workspaces are now out of the way. Players, anytime that someone joins, or that you join for testing, or someone is testing with you, you can see who is in the map. Then lighting. Lighting is usually the sky because it creates a light to light up. To light up the map. If I take the sky off, if I take the bloom off, if I take the sun rays off, it'll be a bit darker. Press Ctrl Z to undo what you just did, and you can press, I think, Shift Ctrl Z, is it? I think, to redo. Yeah, Control Shift Z. Okay, since we've got all that out of the way, properties is technically like, I'm gonna show you for the start of the UI. It'll make way more sense. Material service. Any materials are in the game. Some I will not go over with because they're not needed for standard developers. So let's skip right on to server script storage. Here you put any scripts for your server. For example, when you join a game and it says that you're not 70 days old or something like that, and it kicks you out, that's where you program that to happen. Server storage is still for server scripts, but server storage will go on to like later. Starter GUI. So here's where I'll demonstrate what properties do. Starter GUI. To create a screen UI, you have to press on the screen GUI, then press on the plus, then press on frame, and you'll see a frame. If I press play, you'll see the frame in the middle of your screen. See? Right in the middle of your screen. You press stop to exit the game. I'm gonna add a text label into this. So text label, it will demonstrate the properties. So label, you press on the label, text label right here. You go into your properties. Then you scroll down, and then you can change the background. Let's make it black. Now it's black. Borders, white. Border transparency, you can make the background transparent. Or if you set it to 0, it'll stay the color that you set it to be. Then if you scroll down, visible. This will only be needed if you have to do advanced scripts like frame opening and that kind of stuff. That will be explained later on this channel. Then you have the font. I'm gonna make it my favorite font, Gotham. Then I'm gonna make it bold. Then where it says text, instead of it saying label, let's say hello world. It's simpler than you think. Oh, then you have to press on it to be scaled if you want it to fit. Wait, let me change the color so you can see what happens. So you can scale it so it fits, or you can just leave it like it is. I still don't know what rich text does, because if I enable it or disable it, nothing really happens to the text. I don't know, I have to ask another developer about that. So that's all for GUI. Oh, by the way, you have to use a local script to script in GUI. Normal scripts are usually going to be used in server script storage, server storage, and place. Teams. Teams is like the best thing ever, because I'm gonna call this name, I'm gonna name it yellow team. So it tells you what team you're on in the leaderboard. Here's an example of sorry. So right now I'm on yellow team. But how to change team will be in the UI section. I'm going to explain that later. And spawns, because certain teams can have certain spawns, or every single team can spawn on just one spawn. Here we have sound service. For sound service, you have to go here to the toolbox, which I don't recommend because you can get copyrighted for it. But if you go into the models, or where it says models, audio, you cannot get copyrighted with audio. So rain, let's see how it sounds. Sounds really good. Let's insert it. Instead of putting it in workspace, hold it and then put it in sound service. So now when you join the game, you're gonna hear it. Let's do birds. Perfect, let's insert it. And now we'll sound like the Sahara forest. And then we can put like some tropical music. Tropical. This sounds good. Let's insert it. Okay, you insert all of these and then you press on them. If you want it to be looped, first of all you have to press on playing. If you want it to loop, press on the box where it says looped. Then do that for the rest of the audio. Play makes it play in the game. Then you can control the volume, the speed that it's playing, playback, and that kind of stuff. You can also find more music on the creator marketplace, which I'm not going to explain right now. Okay, that is practically all that everyone needs to know. But first of all, let's see how it sounds in game. There may be some problems with the music, there are two. Sounds pretty good. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for choosing Devblocky Development Studio. Don't forget to follow our Twitter, join our Roblox group, and more. Links to everything will be down in the description, and there will be some more videos linked at the end of this video. Thank you so much for choosing this channel. Goodbye. Bye.